Oh, snap. We're live.
Here we are.
Trying something new on StreamYard. Supposedly, this is going to go out live to YouTube, and then we'll be able to get that recording and then leave it up forever, right? Is that how this works, Ben?
Fingers crossed, yeah. As much as I understand the technology, which is not much.
Okay. We're not tech guys.
Yeah.
Well, we're movie guys. We're not tech guys.
One of us pretends to be.
Me.
And then we can, Matt's a good pretender. And then we can, I assume, post it on like Instagram, TV, or whatever that's called, right?
Yeah,
Basically,
so.
I'm just trying to fill time in case people filter in before we get going. And then for those of you that are watching this in the future on any of those places that we said we would take this video and post it, what we're doing here is filling out the bracket for the May watch party. I guess we're just calling it like the Movie Club May.
Yeah.
Movie Club May, yeah. And basically what we did was, rather than having one specific theme, we decided to go with just an open invitation. Whatever movie anyone in the movie club wanted to watch, they could send it in as a recommendation. We would put it in the bracket, and then we would set the matchups, which is what we're doing right now. We got 32 total submissions, right?
Yeah. 32. So we got a nice full bracket here. I'm really excited. I think the last few ones that we've done have been like 16. So this is going to be awesome.
Big. Yeah. If you're asking yourself, who's the movie club? You are.
If you're watching this, you are.
Go stand in front of a mirror.
Yeah,
you know, that's the movie club.
Say hello to the newest member.
Yeah.
No, but this is like, again, one of our favorite things that we do, and it's getting more fun when we try out stuff like this. I'm hoping in the future we can, get these things live on Instagram and Facebook and stuff all at the same time. So
yeah,
wherever you choose to find us, you could participate there. For now, it looks like we might just be rolling solo, but that's okay.
We got someone in here.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we have some eyes in here.
Oh, nice. I don't know how to see that. So for those of you watching,
hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, whoever you are. We're super glad you're here. So should we flip on the screen share real quick so we can go over some of the movies that are in this pool?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So yeah, you can see here, this is the pool before we filled out the matchups. We've got, obviously the widest range of movies for a watch party, given that there was no specific theme. And I don't know, there's a lot of really cool stuff on here. The only thing I'm afraid of is there's some movies that I want to be able to pay attention to.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I haven't seen.
You don't want to be snoozing during Shrek,
Right?
Guys, yeah. I don't want to be distracted during Cats or anything. I want to focus. So,
by the way, I need to know who nominated Cats.
Well, it's the partner of one of the three people here right now. I'll tell you that, and I could not be more excited.
She is really testing her MVP.
Oh no, wrong person.
Benefits. Oh no! Oh no! Angie, that's awesome. Oh yeah, Ashley says not me. Great, I can see how this works a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Well,
that's
okay. All right, I'm sorry for yelling, Angie. We still love you. I was like, Cats, really? This. In all honesty, this would probably be the best time to watch Cats.
Yeah, I think it'd be honestly it would be. To watch it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know that's gonna win. It's
watch Cat. Exactly.
It's gonna be a meme. It's gonna steamroll.
Yep.
But I don't know. There's some really cool stuff on here. I was excited to see stuff like Young Frankenstein, and Soul Plane was like a random one that I thought was pretty cool. I've never seen that one. I think that'd be pretty fun to watch in this format. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. What so let's do this. What movie, Ben, do you think is gonna win? Give us your prediction. What do you think is gonna take it here?
Looking over it and given the past history
before matchups.
Oh yeah. Oh what?
Before the
matchups, what do I think is gonna win?
Yeah.
Just going off the past stuff, I think it's gonna be a funny family friendly movie, and maybe I'm super wrong here, but I did throw in Hook with my fingers crossed. I just think that'd be a fun one to talk about while we watch it, because I've seen it way too many times, so I'm very familiar with it.
So I think that would be fun. It'd be a fun tie-in to our Spielberg round coming up too.
That would be that would lead wonderfully into June and our Spielberg month. I think that'd be cool. So that's what's got my vote. We're going to do a bracket, and I'm excited about this one because I feel like we've been saying, it is so wide open, like with the MCU and stuff. Like, you kind of know what some of the favorites are, and I think a lot of people had Black Panther and Ragnarok at the end, but this one, it's like, who knows? It could be anything. Like, I would love for Young Frankenstein to make a run all the way to the finals. I think that'd be great. But at the same time, talking about Predator would also be really fun. I would go with anything. So we are going to have the bracket going. We do have a prize because this month is May. We are doing our Kubrick movies this month. Shining just dropped today. We got 2 more episodes coming out. We're talking about Paths of Glory next week. And then we're wrapping it up with Barry Lyndon, which I think that was a really fun episode to record. But with that in mind, we have some Stanley Kubrick Red Rum socks here. So whoever wins will get the Danny Boy socks. I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I think it's going to be awesome.
I wish the hosts were eligible.
That would be. I'm gonna have a fake one that I submit for Taco.
Matt, what do you what do you have winning out of these movies in the pool?
Oh man.
So what did you pick? Did you make a pick, Ben?
I'm going with Hook. That's going to be my pick. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I nominated some ones that I want to see, but as we've kind of said on here, like, those aren't always the more fun ones to watch as a watch party, because you want to pay attention to them. I'm having a hard time between Roger Rabbit and Scott Pilgrim. I think I'm gonna go Scott Pilgrim.
Okay. That's a good pick, and honestly, that was going to be my pick, but I think I'll change it to Legally Blonde, based on what like Ben said. It just seems like the more broad movies tend to take it, but I actually don't even know if that's true. I never know. I never have been able to pick. Like, every time I think I know, it's never even close.
Exactly.
Oh, that's right. I should give myself more credit. Well, all right. Yeah, so Ben has Hook, Matt has Scott Pilgrim, and I have Legally Blonde, but maybe that'll change when we fill out the brackets. So should we just do that and look at the matchups? I'm super excited about these matchups just because they are so random. Like, I would love a matchup like, I don't know, Mad Max versus The Sandlot or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that'd be so fun.
So or like, what if we got Uncut Gems versus Big Daddy? Like,
I'd love it.
A Sandler matchup would be super cool.
Let the people decide.
And the way this algorithm works, it should be pretty random. All these have the same amount of votes, so they're all weighted equally. So there's no way to know where these are going to go. So let's see what happens. I'll click the thing and have my little panic attack, make sure my app still works. And here we go. All right. Look at that.
Right out the gate.
Straight out the gate.
Ben versus Ben.
Oh, man.
That's incredible. I love this just because, I mean, it's just such... These are like 2 of the ones I would have picked for like the Final Four, like the Elite 8. You know what I mean?
I mean, seriously, this is going to be a tough one.
Like, who's going to vote? Kid Ben or adult Ben?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how many drinks I've had, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out.
By that, you mean like the more drinks, the more like Kid Ben you get?
I think that's how it's going to go. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I don't want to watch people bleeding in the back of cars. I want to watch Robin Williams for a few hours.
I like this matchup just because it's like 1 syllable, hard consonant. The matchup, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shrek and Mank.
This is, I can't see Shrek not destroying this round.
Yep.
Heather's, I don't know what Spontaneous is. Do you guys know what that is?
No, that was submitted from Jenny Westfall. It just came out last year. It's on Hulu. I think it might have been just like a streaming like a Hulu original thing, so I have no idea what it is. But that's also what I loved about this round was just like send stuff in. If it's streaming, we'll add it to the list. So I'm excited.
Okay, I'm just trying to look at who's in this thing. Okay, yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah, that looks fun. Yeah. And Heather's, like, I haven't seen that for a very long time. And actually, just looking at the IMDb, this seems like a kind of a fun matchup just based on, like, it seems to be both all female casts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like, I mean, the top billing on Spontaneous is all female. I only see one dude in their whole thing, or their whole, crew listing. So that's pretty cool.
The thing is that one dude is not Christian Slater, so
that's true.
I don't know how well it's gonna do.
Next up, Palm Springs versus Three Men and a Baby. So we have a personal favorite that we haven't talked about on the pod all that much, but Ben, I know you liked Palm Springs. Matt, I don't know if I've heard you talk about it.
Palm Springs was so much fun.
Yeah,
I'm not a raunch-com guy, but Palm Springs was just a ton of fun. You can't not have fun with it.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I guess it was pretty raunchy, huh?
I feel like it started out that way. Like at the beginning, it kind of caught me off guard. It's like, oh, this is what it's going to be the whole time. But for me, in my memory, it's like after the first 5-10 minutes or something like that. I don't like as far as like sex raunch stuff. Like it's gone. Yeah. But
I remember it being pretty like charming. So it's just funny how our memories work. And then it's up against the namesake of our podcast. This was the genesis of where we came up with the name, and I believe this was nominated by Jenny Westfall, right?
Yeah, that's another one. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie forever, but I just, as much as I love Palm Springs, I feel like as long as I can vote for Three Men and a Baby, I have to. Like you said, it's the namesake. It just feels like appropriate. Like we just got to do it. We got to check it out.
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna vote Palm Springs though, just to even you out.
Fair enough, Matt. It's up to you. Choose wisely.
So what's this poor movie that's gonna lose to Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I don't remember who submitted that one.
I feel bad saying that to whoever our movie club member is. I apologize.
That's another one.
It's a football movie. That's fun.
Yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah, it came out last year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it's from like a fellow podcaster, and I'm drawing a blank right now, but yeah, I've watched some of his live stream stuff, which has been really good, and I think he nominated this one. So
I think that's one
I'm curious to see how it will do, but
like kid becomes like a athlete with the other high school kids or something like that, right?
I mean,
like a kid goes pro or something. One of those like
I think
stories.
So. Something like that, yeah.
Remember, did you guys watch Rookie of the Year? Remember that one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love stories like that. Well, I mean, now I'm pulling for safety, but I mean, this is a freaking classic. I haven't seen it forever, and I'd be stoked to watch it in this format. But I mean, this sounds like it'd be a lot of fun too. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So we've got Cats versus Legally Blonde, and I love this because this was my pick, and I think one of the runaway favorites of the bracket versus what we fear to be the meme pick. And I think just speaking it into existence is going to make this happen. So I hesitate to even do so, but
this comment was submitted a little while ago, but I feel like it was for this matchup specifically because I don't know how Ashley's going to choose between these two because she's just been dying to watch Cats, so I am worried though that we are speaking into existence that we're going to be watching Cats. But honestly, as far as movies that like I haven't seen that I'm not worried about focusing on while we talk, like this is probably the best one in my mind.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Rashomon, I've heard of this one. I don't know if I'm totally familiar.
So Jake, our friend Jake,
my man,
who's been on with us, he nominated
expert.
He nominated Rashomon, and he loves Scott Pilgrim. Jake is going to have a hard time with this.
No,
one.
Oh really? Oh, I love that. Sorry, Jake. That makes me real happy.
That is going to be tough.
We just love imagining the turmoil that people feel when they see these.
I mean, the thing is, I don't think he can go wrong, and I've never seen any Kurosawa stuff, so I would be like personally sad if this was the watch party because for whatever reason, I'm very precious about some things, and I feel like I want to dedicate all my attention to Kurosawa.
It would be a tough watch party, but
I would
it's
enjoy
an amazing
it.
movie.
Yeah. Okay.
I loved it.
Yeah, and it's really, really good.
So at least
I missed out on the cat's comment here. We're going the old Dame Judy.
Benchmark bust. And but yeah, as far as this matchup's concerned, like at least when this movie loses, he'll get his second favorite movie, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Jake,
it's a lose-lose and a win-win.
We're pulling for you, but I mean, that's a tough one.
And I would not be surprised if a Kurosawa round comes up at some point. I think one of you guys was debating on that, right? When we were doing the directors.
It was almost, instead of Kubrick, it was almost Kurosawa.
Yeah.
It was like, I was,
Yeah,
almost.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we come back around to that.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I feel like we should do another director, because there's a couple directors I'd like to see some more of.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that later. I love this matchup because this is another... This is like another meme pick that I could see catching fire, but I would be okay with it. Versus, I mean, I would love to see this movie again. And now that I have seen it, I think it would be super fun to watch it in a watch party format. And I know friend of the pod, Ethan, I mean, you don't even have to tell me that he nominated this, and I know he did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he did. He submitted it. He's like, Uncut Gems. Like, oh, it's not streaming. I was like, it is, dude. It's on Netflix. He's like, okay, let's go. Like, this is the pick. He's going to be watching that no matter what we watch. He's going to be watching Uncut Gems.
That dude's always on brand. I love it so much.
I love it, too. And Troll 2, I think that's when I actually talked about, too. It's just, like, wanting us to watch it so bad that she just, like, may pick it for us to watch. But it's gonna be it'll be a fun matchup, but it's hard to go against the Sandman on this.
Yeah. The Watch, I actually really want to see this.
Yeah, that was your submission, right?
Yeah. I was just kind of going through, I just literally logged into all four of the different platforms and just looked at whatever's trending. And I was like, oh yeah, I really want to check this out. I have always been a sucker for Vince Vaughn. I mean, and Ben Stiller. And it just kind of looks like the Vaughn man is back in this movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. When was this
movie?
Oh,
wait, no. This came out in 2012. I'm thinking of a completely different movie. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I thought this was... Oh, my God. I'm an idiot. So I thought this was the Vince Vaughn movie that just came out.
Oh, you thought it was Freaky?
Yeah, for whatever reason, I just saw it trending. I was like, oh, they just released it. I saw Vince Vaughn, and I just assumed it was like the new one that he's in, where everyone's like, oh, Vince Vaughn is back. And he's like, oh, that's hilarious. Well, I still like him. He is back,
though. Freaky was really, really good. The Watch is a pretty good movie, too. But Akira is one for me that I haven't seen yet that, like, I'll be bummed because I want to focus on it. I might watch it before the watch party just so I can focus on it.
Was this Jake also?
I don't remember who Akira was from.
It may have been. It may have been. It could have been Josh too. I think it may have been. I don't know.
It sounds like a Josh nomination. That sounds like something he would do. But hold on. I just realized we need to move on. Look at this matchup. I love this so much.
Two titans of the comedy world.
I mean, you joke, but like in some ways that's true because like, this was like the ensemble comedy for its time. Maybe not quite ensemble, but to some degree it was. And then the Soul Plane, which I think is like the definition of an ensemble comedy. Like, I feel like every person who could be in this movie is in this movie, and I actually, now that I think about it, have seen it like on, and he's got Tom Arnold for crying out loud, and Method Man and Snoop Dogg. Like, I actually really want Soul Plane. I love Young Frankenstein. We've talked about it on the pod. This is something I have like deep ties to my grandfather with, but like, come on, that's just hilarious. I don't know. I love that.
It's a great matchup. I know Leah's
a good litmus test. Good litmus test for our audience here.
For sure.
Is Rogue? Is this like the X-Men Rogue?
Close. It's Megan Fox.
Okay.
Not close at all. I was joking, but it's like one that she just came out with.
Oh, I did see
in the
poster.
Military, I believe. I don't know. I've seen the. Yeah, a mercenary leading a squad of soldiers on their mission to rescue hostages in a remote part of Africa. Unfortunately, the mission goes wrong. Hijinks ensue, so to speak, and the team are stranded, forced to survive against the local rebels.
Interesting.
With Megan Fox. I mean, I think it'd be a super fun watch.
A whopping 3.9 stars. And I agree. Something like that probably would be. Oh, Ashley says she fights a tiger, and that's all you need to know. That's true.
I should have let off with that. That's pretty much it.
I like to think so. We started this podcast because, well, in my opinion, because I was watching stuff over and over and over again. One of those things being New Girl, and I've tied New Girl into other films. And I like to think that when Nick Miller broke up with Reagan, she became a mercenary in Africa. That's how I'm going to think about this.
And for those of us who don't know, Reagan is Megan Fox?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
I expect you to know these things.
I should, I don't think she showed up in season 1, so I'm a little behind. But
Ashley, will you please make Ben binge New Girl?
I'm actually getting hooked on a Modern Family right now. That's kind of
a good one. That is a good one
with a Soul Plane co-star Sofia Vergara, I believe.
There you go. Tying it all together.
Got it all tied in.
Next up, Nomad Land. Another one I would be somewhat sad to have to watch in a watch party. I say have to, like it would be a bummer, but I really want to watch this movie. And I'm hoping The Sandlot wins this one. I've actually been really wanting to watch this recently. They did a really good episode on the Rewatchables about this with Mina Kimes and Mallory Rubin, who are two of my favorite people at The Ringer. And it's just really good, the movie and that podcast. Shout out Rewatchables. If you could give us a shout out, we'd really appreciate it. I know Sandlot, it means more to us than it does to you.
I thought about an idea for a round of movies, but I feel like Sandlot falls into the filmed in Utah Rushmore.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be one of the best movies that's been filmed here. Footloose, and I don't know. That'd be an interesting
High School Musical.
Pick. Obviously. Yeah, there you go. 3 out of 4 locked in. Well, that'd be kind of a fun round. Like, oh, what stuff has been filmed here in Utah that we haven't seen? I think that's what would make it difficult, though, is what we haven't seen.
True. And there's stuff like that we don't necessarily know. I mean, if Dumb and Dumber is not on that Rushmore.
Oh yeah, duh. Shout out to the old airport.
Shout out the old airport. Even.
Gone. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Mad Max Fury Road versus Lost Boys. This one's really fun. I like this matchup because these are two like popular movies, and I don't know. I nominated Mad Max, but I really wouldn't mind watching Lost Boys. So it'll be interesting to see which way that one goes.
I love Mad Max so much.
I thought it would be really fun for the watch party.
Yeah.
I just thought that'd be something exciting to do because most of the stuff we've done has been pretty like not exciting, but you know what I mean. Like it'd be fun to have like a cool adventure like this.
Yeah, they haven't been like any action, anything. They've been
that's true.
Kind of laid back comedies, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Other than Jurassic Park last month, but
that's true.
It was exclusive patron. I'm excited to do another one of those though.
Yeah. I'm hoping once every vaccines are more widely spread.
Yeah.
We could do some more in person like that. I think that'd be a blast. Vertical Limit, is this the one? It's like a rock climbing movie, right?
I think so.
Wait, Chris O'Donnell's in this? Is it the same one I'm thinking of? Robin. That Chris O'Donnell? It is. That's incredible. Good for him. Yeah, I know nothing about
what year was it?
It is a rock climbing movie. It came out in 2000.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. This was actually submitted from Ashley.
Nice.
But I think where I had heard about it is when we were in Kenya with all those people who rock climbed because they like that movie. I was like, oh, I don't know what this movie is, but I mean,
okay.
Chris O'Donnell.
Well, I'd be excited.
Smash hit Vertical Limit.
Yeah, right.
But it is up against Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got
classic.
They've got Moranis versus Paxton. I like it.
Yeah, Paxton coming in hot.
We know who's voting for Paxton here. We see her name on the screen.
Shop of Horrors, we got Steve Martin. We get a Bill Murray cameo. There's some good stuff there.
Yeah.
I'm new to Shop of Horrors. I've only seen it probably in the last year for sure, maybe last 6 months, but I loved it.
I don't even remember the last time I saw this. It's been so long. This is the one where he sings the dentist song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Steve Martin's the dentist. Yeah, it's been so long, and that's the only thing I remember of it was him singing that song, because I just thought that was so funny. All right, next up, Big Daddy versus Vampires versus the Bronx. I mean,
two New York movies,
and I know 2/3 of this podcast, to speak Gen Z, really stand for Big Daddy.
Yes.
But, Vampires versus the Bronx does have Method Man in it. So, and the Kid Marrow. I like that. I'd be happy to watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would hope Big Daddy wins, but I support the people in this one. I have no strong opinions. The Maltese Falcon versus Hot Fuzz. So I think I've seen the Maltese Falcon. What's that one?
Humphrey
right.
Bogart, I believe. Yeah.
Right, so right. This one's kind of fun because it's kind of like two crime movies up against each other. Like, they're not the same by any means, but it's an interesting matchup.
It'll be good. I mean, yeah, if anyone, I guess we have a couple Edgar Wrights on there. I didn't realize with Scott Pilgrim in this one. So that's Hot Fuzz is great though. I feel like that's World's End is probably his least seen, but I feel like Hot Fuzz is right there. Also, people I think are more familiar with Shaun of the Dead and Baby Driver and Scott Pilgrim, but Hot Fuzz is hilarious, and it's such a good like parody of cop movies and all that kind of stuff. Like that would be a really fun watch. So that'd be a great movie.
Lots of references to the best movie ever made, Point Break.
Exactly.
Which I don't actually believe to be true, but
no, it's on the internet now, so we know that we
live.
It's been indexed. The algorithms got me. So given these matchups, does that change who you think's going to win at all? I don't know. It's hard to see because we haven't filled out, the divisions or whatever you want to call them. But
honestly, I'm just caught off guard right now that like no one submitted Point Break. That's on HBO. So
I thought about it honestly, but I don't know that anyone enjoys it quite as much as like maybe I do, or Ben. I know you enjoy it quite a bit. Or at least I think you do. Maybe you've been lying to me all these years.
I mean, that's the one DVD I had in my car when I had a DVD player. Was Point Break. So if you sat in the back and were riding with me, you had to watch Point Break.
Just like, I just don't know if everyone, and it's a long movie, I'll admit. Like, it can be an arduous watch if you're not into it. And I just didn't want to do that to our movie.
That's understandable. Yeah.
So you're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard. Like obviously, once the bracket is filled out, we kind of know what's going up against stuff. But I know I said Hook, but now that first round, it's Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah,
like, man, I don't even know what's getting out of the first round. Like, depends if the Tarantino fans come through, which I wouldn't blame them for. I love both of these movies, but I want to watch Hook, but yeah, I don't know. Reservoir Dogs would also be good, so I'm just gonna stick by what I said. I'm sticking with Hook.
How are you feeling about your matchup, Matt?
I feel pretty good about it.
I think you should.
Not gonna Kurosawa is not coming through.
We don't know where this is going to go afterwards, but
True.
I'm very worried
about. If it goes up against Cats, then
I know, right? Straights against Cats.
Yeah, if it goes, I mean, if we're like breaking these down 2 by 2, it would go up against Troll 2 or Uncut Gems. So Uncut Gems, Scott Pilgrim could be an interesting matchup for sure.
For sure.
Again, just depends on who shows up. I can see Ethan recruiting all of the Final Take pod fans to go vote for Uncut Gems. He's gonna like fill the ballot here. Yeah,
he's completely hijack this.
He's just gonna take it over.
Cross-pollinate clubs.
Yeah. Listen, as long as you like and subscribe, that's fine.
True.
Like, come on through, vote for Uncut Gems. But that'll be interesting. What about you? What's your pick?
Well, I mean, I picked Legally Blonde, but I'm terrified of the meme vote.
Yeah.
I just know it's going to happen. You can't convince me that it's not going to happen.
I mean, I'm voting for it, so I
know
we're
you
gonna
are.
count each other out, but sounds like Matt's the safest out of the first round. You and
I think so.
who knows?
It's
We're in
true.
And we don't
trouble.
need that going to Matt's head because he's already got such an ego when it comes to this. You know, he's just running the show nonstop.
Real tough guy to deal with.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's submitted movies.
Absolutely.
I gave Jake a hard time because he sent in a bunch, and I was like, "Oh, I think you misspelled Ocean's 11." And he's like, "I watch other stuff," you know. It's like,
You
I don't know.
James Bond.
Do you?
He does
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the James Bond pick? But yeah, I'm glad to see some of his stuff here.
How did you misspell something that's all numbers? You misspelled 007.
Yeah, exactly. Just do 007 and the number 11, and we know what you want in there. But yeah, maybe for the next one. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, again, thanks for everyone who participated and sent stuff in. This really just feels like it's wide open as far as the bracket and what's going to end up winning. Like, even some of these first round matchups are just like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I can see Lost Boys beating Mad Max Fury Road
100%.
as much as I would love to see Fury Road instead, you know.
Well,
but,
you know, like in that matchup specifically, Lost Boys has the nostalgia vote, you know.
Yeah.
I would imagine more people have seen this than this.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for the sake of it being out for so long. So yeah, there's some good stuff in here, man. I like this round a lot. I think we should try and do this every so often, just a free for all.
Wild cards.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Well, should we cut it off there? Should we remind people, like and subscribe, follow us on Instagram, all that stuff?
Yeah, get back to us. Like and subscribe. If you're here from Final Take Pod, I understand why you're voting for Uncut Gems. I don't blame you for that.
Also, they can't control you. Be your own person.
Yeah, do whatever you want to do. Vote for Big Daddy. They just had to say on their episode. Go for. Yeah. I put out that question, like, you taking the serious movies or the funny movies? So
that's a tough question.
It is. And they brought up a good movie I forgot about. It was the Meyerowitz stories. I'm like, oh, that's a good, like, serious role.
The Meyerowitz stories.
But it's just, it's interesting to have someone who's like the dynamics are so different between his comedy roles and his dramatic roles. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good one.
All right. Well, I feel like that was successful. And I'm really excited. I don't know. I love these things. I love these watch parties. And I'm just always excited to see how this goes and to see how wrong I was. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support if you're here. Yeah. And we'll catch you at the watch party.
See you guys.
See you.